I thought because we played so many of our younger, backup and even some of those third string guys today that I thought they played really hard. They played physical. It was good to see. It wasn't perfect, but really felt like overall, offense, defense, did a nice job. Did a nice job today.
You just felt like you had enough out Wednesday and Thursday that you wanted to see the reserves and
Exactly. Training camp's long and it's tough and hard and physical, and there's obviously things that are going to happen, and unfortunately it happened today and with some injuries, but I just wanted our young guys to get a really good opportunity to compete, to play, and so we can evaluate properly.
Do you know anything about the offensive line with him? Do you have an update on those guys yet?
Cooper Hodges, I believe it's his patella, so we'll see. We'll get MRIs and X-rays and stuff. We'll probably have a better update, tomorrow or the next day with him. Brewer, they were checking him, with his left shoulder, possibly, situation there. So we'll see where he's at. I think he's going to be okay, but again, we'll find out here after this meeting. And Darryl just, again, it was his shoulder, but he battled through it and played really well.
What's it saying that with a patchwork offensive line, you're moving guys all over the place, you round out 4.7 per carry today, so somebody did something.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Phil Rauscher, our offensive line coach. I mean, he did a nice job of keeping that mix in there, and it's just all about preparation. I talk to our guys a lot about the preparation part of it, and they do a really good job of coaching those guys up, and this is why you see and why we like to have versatility in the offensive line. Tackles need to play guards need to move outside, or they got to play left and right, and we were able to do that with some of our offensive line pieces, and those guys did a nice job.
Coach, is there a competition for the number 2 quarterback job on your team?
No. I thought Nathan did well again today. A couple touchdown drives there, and he's done a nice job, and exactly what we asked him to do. CJ's our number 2, and obviously Trevor number 1.
What do you like about CJ?
I like the way CJ operates. I like the way his mental capacity, the way he thinks. He sees the field extremely well. He's tough. And you saw some of the athleticism today, the movement skills and stuff with him, and he throws a really good football, and he played well today, led us into a couple of field goal drives there. Does a nice job for us.
Second week, you had a good performance out of the depth generally. Again, better feeling this time last year.
Yeah, I think we're in a better position. We do have more depth, and that's a good thing. And it creates the competition that you want. And it creates the competition even for the starter, and the starters are out there looking, and they're watching the same game, and they're seeing these players. So it motivates the starter, too. So there's an underlying message sometimes with that. But, yeah, the young guys played well. We still got a couple weeks of training camp left and one more preseason game. So a lot of football still ahead.
Observation at all on pass rush and some of those young guys that we've been talking about? Sear had one pass. Jordan Smith had a couple.
Yeah, I thought both those guys. Jordan off the edge, Yasir. Tyler Lacey had some good push. Ledbetter, a veteran player, but Ledbetter stepped up big. So I thought the younger guys really did a nice job. In those passing situations and getting the quarterback down on the ground.
What does it mean for Tank to get used to being productive in your system season? 70 yards.
He still has some room to grow, obviously, and there's some things that we can show him on tape, and he's just going to continue to get better. And we wanted to see extensive reps with him today. And again, this is the first time that some of these guys have played this much football. So you see the physicality, their conditioning, the mental capacity. But I thought he did some really good things for us, and some things we can correct and just continue to improve.
Return game, they got a couple of big returns. Is that just a function of lots of young guys fitting in on special teams?
Yes and no. Some of it is by design. We want to see our guys cover, so we ask our kickers to make them return it, kick it high, make it return. We want to see them cover, right? I mean, that's an important part of the game. So some of it's by design, you know, to do it that way, and we have to get better. Some of our young guys need to improve there, and some of these guys, it's the first time, you know, to cover kicks, and you know, it's a big part of our football game, and we do have to improve there.
How important was it for you to get Cam and Walker working that combination?
I think it was very important. You know, if that's the route, you know, we choose to go, it's good for those two guys to get work together.
Coach, you've seen 10 series from Nathan Rourke. How would you, overall, what stood out to you about him seeing him in live NFL action?
I just like his poise, you know, his poise in the pocket, accurate passer. You know, I'm sure there's some throws he would want back, but for the most part, an accurate thrower. Made a heck of a throw, a couple back shoulder throws on the sideline, a slant throw on a third down. You know, so and the toughness aspect of it. You know, he's not afraid to pull the ball down and run, and you know, those are all things that I appreciate about him and the effort and the leadership that he provides. All right, thanks, guys.